How do I get started on my fiance visa case? Hi, I'm Jim Hacking, immigration lawyer practicing law throughout the United States out of our office here in St. Louis, Missouri. We've been doing a lot of I-129 fiance cases lately, and I thought that I'd shoot a quick video for you to sort of talk about the things that you want to be thinking about when you begin working on bringing your fiance to the United States. Now, what are we talking about here, Jimbo? All right, so a U.S. citizen has the ability and the permission to sponsor their foreign-born spouse to come to the United States. So this is a situation where the fiance is overseas and wants to come to the United States and get married. This is not a situation where the fiance is in the United States. In those situations, the only visa that would be available would be for the couple after they get married. So right now we're talking about a scenario, let's say, where we have Lindsay from Louisville who wants to bring Pedro from Peru to America. So Lindsay and Pedro have known each other for a while, and they're thinking about getting married, and Lindsay wants to sponsor Pedro for an I-129, which is the fiance visa. So what are the things that Lindsay should be thinking about gathering? Well, the first and most important thing in any fiance case is that Lindsay's going to need to establish that she and Pedro have been in the same place in each other's physical presence at some point in the last 2 years. So sometimes we have clients or potential clients who come to see us and they have never actually met face-to-face. So in that scenario, Lindsay's been staying in Louisville. She's never been to Peru or to South America. She's met Pedro online and they've really hit it off. We've had clients who've met playing video games. We've had clients meet through apps, through Facebook, all kinds of places. So the one thing to keep in mind is that Lindsay and Pedro are going to have to actually meet somewhere face-to-face, and we're going to want to establish proof of that. So we're going to need travel tickets, receipts, emails, pictures of the couple together, and just to be able to demonstrate that, in fact, the couple has been in each other's physical presence at some point in the last 2 years. We're also going to want to establish how they communicate, how they know each other. You know, do they communicate on WhatsApp or on Facebook or Viper? And we want records of those. So it's important to establish the connection, how the couple met, how they've stayed connected, how they communicate. And then we're going to need to establish that and submit evidence of that to the Immigration Service with the application. The other thing that you're going to need if you're wanting to sponsor your fiance for a visa is you're going to need a statement from you and a statement from your fiance that once the fiance comes to the United States, that they're going to get married to you within 90 days. So in this situation, Lindsay would sign a statement that sort of outlines how they met, talks about how she's a U.S. citizen and how it's her plan to marry Pedro once he arrives in the United States within those first 90 days. Pedro would sign a similar statement saying sort of how they met, some details about how they met face-to-face, and then talk about how it's his intention to marry Lindsay once he arrives in the United States. So you're going to want to get some statements probably from friends and family that show that you know each other and that this is like a legitimate relationship, and any other documentation or evidence that you can support the proposition that you guys are in fact a couple. So Lindsay would gather all that information up. She would file an I-129F, which is the fiance form, and she's going to want to submit documentation of the relationship. So right now, unfortunately, these cases are taking a really long time. So the one thing you want to do when you're getting started is to make sure that you submit a complete package. So you're going to want to submit passport photos, the requisite filing fee, and that evidence that we talked about, the evidence that you've been in each other's physical presence, the evidence that you intend to get married within 90 days, and then make sure that you fill out the forms completely so that USCIS has no reason to send your packet back or to deny the application. Because the one thing you don't want to do is to put all this work into it and then have it denied because of some technological or technical snafu. And so that's really what you want to be thinking about. We really enjoy working on fiance cases. We like helping people. We get to see a couple get together in America and then begin their life together. After the Pedro in this situation would arrive, he would then apply for adjustment of status upon them getting married. He would be applying to change his status from a fiance visa holder to a green card holder. And so these cases are pretty fulfilling. We've had a lot of them. And if you have questions or concerns or thoughts or want to ask us anything about the fiance process or getting started, We hope this video helped you, but if you want to ask us something in particular, we can set up a time to talk on Skype or on the phone or face-to-face if you want to come in and see us. You can reach us at 314-961-8200, or you can email us at info@hackinglawpractice.com. If you have a video that you'd like us to shoot, let us know. Please be sure to share this in social media, on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, wherever you can. And be sure to subscribe to our channel so that you get updates whenever we shoot a new video. Thanks a lot and have a great day.